Hello everyone, and welcome back.
Hey guys! We know that E3 passed a while ago, but we are so excited about it, we decided to make our top 10 most anticipated games. So let's take a look. How long has it been since we played a good World War I shooter? EA DICE decided to fill this niche with a great FPS Battlefield 1. Many of you may think this is going to be another copy of previous Battlefield games, and you may be right. During E3 presentation we were shown a great, I want to emphasize on this, great trailer of the upcoming game. None of it has the actual gameplay footage, so we are enjoying this little movie of how devs imagine the game. So what's so special about it? Horses, large flying zeppelins and a single player campaign. Obviously technological progress was way behind from what it is now, and this is where it gets interesting. EA really did study the history of World War I, and you can say they did a really good job at it. The largest vehicles, the behemoth or zeppelins, were actually used to do bomb raids just as horses were used in mix with tanks. Such a complex mix, and how EA is going to achieve it leaves us waiting to see how this will turn out. Honestly, I miss the old days, when I spent hours upon hours playing and replaying the only World War shooter that was available, Call of Duty 1 and 2. It was taking my breath away to live through such experience. So EA, please don't fuck this up.
One of the most beautiful and atmospheric trailers of the whole E3 was definitely The Legend of Zelda. Wow, what a beauty! Lots of new features, RPG elements was added for the first time in the series, take for example durability and stats for each weapon. They surprised us with an open world and freedom that the previous titles of the series didn't have. New interesting puzzles, stealth, crafting system, yes, you heard that right, a crafting system, new survival elements. We will have to look after Link's body temperature so the motherfucker doesn't die. This is one of those games that you would buy a console for. If Nintendo will make at least a couple of such exclusives, this will make View a must-have. In the meantime, while the game is still being in development, I'm going to watch this sexy trailer again.
One of the most hilarious parts of E3 was the announcement of South Park: The Fractured Butthole. The new game will swap the fantasy setting of South Park episodes like The Return of the Fellowship of the Ring to the Two Towers for the superhero parody begun in the South Park Season 13 episode The Coon. Marvel, DC Comics and all other studios beware, the parody and sarcasm is strong with this one. One does not simply watch the trailer without smiling like an idiot. So what have we got here? Great jokes, advanced unparalleled gameplay about superheroes. You do not need to be a fan of Marvel or South Park to have fun while watching this movie-like raccoon asshole rapturing madness. The game is lame to its fullest while keeping it fresh. Humankind superhero and an amazing RPG gameplay, all of this you can find in this continuation of the series. Horizon Zero Dawn is today's one of the most intriguing video games. Creators of the legendary Killzone series are creating an open post-apocalyptic world populated by robo-animals. Robots infected with an unknown virus are especially dangerous as it makes them go nuts and they become robotic meat grinders. The main protagonist looks fresh and captivating. The mystery that shrouded the plot is fascinating. Holy fuck, there's going to be a new dialogue system, RPG elements and obviously a crafting system. Surprise! Well, no games are made without one. More than 200 people are working on the project right now. Once this baby is polished as a jewel, and I'm not talking about the main protagonist, but the game itself, we'll receive this masterpiece not earlier than March 2017. Fuck, such a long time to wait. Every David Cage's game is a big thing. Prepare yourselves. Gotta get that popcorn ready. Detroit Become Human perfectly matches the family tree of Beyond Two Souls, Heavy Rain and Fahrenheit. The game will have an interesting setting in the neo-noir style within the near future, where human-like androids do the most of the humans' work. But, oh my god, some of the androids have a glitch, and they start wondering, who am I for them? A slave, a toy, and begin to do some creepy shit. Well, that's the main idea of the plot. We'll be watching, playing this interactive movie just like the previous games from Quantic Dream, exploring rooms, chatting with people, making the right decisions, and trying not to kill all of the key characters. Otherwise, game over, just like in Heavy Rain. A fresh take on the conflict from the android's perspective rather than humans is very intriguing.
The comeback of Frank West, the protagonist of the first installment in Dead Rising series, is a true present for its fans from Capcom. The game will come out, just like the setting shows us, right before Christmas. This will make the player experience and excitement as strong as once did Home Alone movie. Damn! The game is going to be exclusive to Xbox and Microsoft just for 1 year, so PlayStation 4 owners might be able to feel the fun in the next year. Crowds of zombies, hundreds of weapons, a charismatic main character, the ability to take selfies in especially spicy moments, the New Year's settings, and tons of duct tape. That's the recipe for the holiday madness.
I've spent days exploring and getting into Prey that was released in 2006. It had such an awesome atmosphere in it, including living guns, the spirit world. Arkane Studios, along with Bethesda Softworks, have re-announced Prey from 2011. The information about the game is very limited, as it is said to be fully revealed at QuakeCon 2016. The cinematic trailer that was shown at E3 was a space horror version of Groundhog Day. Since the trailer does not have any gameplay, it is difficult to say anything about it. What do we know about the story? In this new Prey, players will step into the space boots of Morgan Yu in the year 2032 aboard the Talos 1 space station. As emphasized in the reveal trailer, Yu is a subject of some kind of experiments on the station, and shit goes real south and monstrous creatures attack. The game itself is not going to be open world, making it similar to another Arkane Studios game, Dishonored. Right now, all we can do is spread the hype, while being sure that Bethesda will do a great job releasing its new game.
One of the most anticipated games, especially for myself. It was announced long time ago, in 2006 at E3 conference. For such a huge project and a title like Final Fantasy XV being in production for 10 years means a lot of awesomeness. The king of all JRPGs, Square Enix, promises us 200 hours of gameplay. Wow! That's incredible! Hail to the king, baby! Flying vehicle, a large living world, lots of memorable characters, a real-time fighting system, RPG elements, and VR first-person shooter. Personally, I'm waiting for this game like no other. Without a doubt, this is going to be a revolution in JRPG genre. Just like Kingdom Hearts in its time, this game will blow your mind.
Among the many cool announcements from Ubisoft, we were pleasantly surprised by the simulator of the snow-capped mountain peaks called Steep, another game which is scheduled for release in December. Christmas is gonna be fun this year, that's for sure. According to the developers, Steep is a set of extreme sport games in the open world at the Alpine slopes. At last, something fresh in the genre of sports simulation. Skiing and snowboarding, and paragliding, and wingsuit flights. One of the main features of the game is the innovative tracking feature, through which we'll be able to remember our best moments and boast about them in front of friends in social networks, or put them as a challenge for other players. Have you got the balls? I dare you. Hopefully, Ubisoft won't throw this game down the drain and we won't have to swear because of some bugged shit. Oh well, all we can do is pray and wait.
The Sonic conference at E3 was opened with the new God of War game. This is where we see the future masterpiece from Santa Monica Studio, which will become one of the best exclusive games for PlayStation 4. The setting of the game was changed for Scandinavian. Wow, brutal and sexy Kratos grew a badass beard and got a came out of nowhere son. How developers are going to show us the local gods? I think they have no problem with it. We know that the action is going to be filmed in one long cut, without a montage and loading screens. A very fresh and brave decision from developers. It's gonna be overwhelming. The game is going to have RPG elements and of course, you won't believe it, a crafting system. Crafting! Woohoo! The game will be ready for release when it's ready.